In today's video, guys, you've reached 10% body fat, but you want to eat 3,000 calories a day. So how do you stay 10% body fat and eat like this? Let's talk about it and do a full day of eating. Hey guys, what's going on? This is Paul Ravella from ProPhysique.com. In today's video, I want to break down the idea of not only getting to 10% body fat. I've been on this journey, guys. This was me a few months ago. I started around 230 pounds. I call that my healthy weight. That's the weight that I get to when I'm just having fun, not really paying attention too much, still lifting, probably drinking a little bit, but really it's a weight that I can maintain with zero effort, right? I don't feel so good at that weight. So I decided this year I was gonna spend some time getting really lean. I actually already did a bodybuilding competition, and I know what most of you guys are thinking, isn't bodybuilding competing unhealthy? No, not if you understand the body the way I do, the way I coach my athletes, the way I coach myself. I get down to stage weight and I get my calories up higher than they were when I was at 230 pounds. And this is a picture of me now where I'm kind of hanging out. I got down to 200 pounds. I'm still hanging around 203, 204. I've been here for a while now. So I wanted to do a full day of eating. So me and George are going to show you the meals that we eat. My first meal of the day. Guys and girls, if you're interested in having some serious motivation over the next 90 days, go right here to this video. Let me explain to you the details of our transformation challenge and the sale that kicks off this 4th of July. Really hasn't changed much, guys. I love my protein shake, my core vegan. That's right, I'm a vegan. Not really. I'm just a vegan when it comes to protein powders because I can't digest whey. So I worked with Core Nutritionals, my supplement sponsor. They helped me develop my own vegan protein powders. Why? Because I thought the ones that were out there were pretty disgusting. This one is amazing. All the flavors I love. And if you go to corenutritionals.com and you use PaulR20, hey, you get 20% off. But that's besides the point, because then I had a banana. What's a banana? Well, you get a little bit of fiber, a little bit of potassium, a little bit of micronutrients, but you also get 30 grams of carbs. I also have my coffee in the morning. And because my calories are up, I threw in a couple Pop-Tarts. I like to work out early in the day, so I like to front load a lot of my carbohydrates. So really for me, it's all about being consistent. One thing I've been doing every day is getting up and walking for 30 minutes on my treadmill before I get my day started. I walk, I do some work, I go downstairs, and then I eat. For me, this is just a nice rhythm of my day. I find that my hunger is lower. I'm able to stay leaner and feel good all day long with this approach. A little bit of time went by, and I know I wanted to train in the afternoon, so I actually had an appointment today with a client, drove to my gym down the street, but I brought my strip steak and my rice and just went to the gym. Before going to the gym, I did have a cup of rice as a little bit of a pre-workout carb, but at the gym, I had my steak and rice meal while I was training with my client. As soon as we were done, I ate, hung out, came back to the house, had my next meal. Now, George and I cooked a bunch of meat yesterday, so I was able to make some chicken and some steak. So my third meal of the day, I just had a nice big piece of chicken and a bunch of golden potatoes. Now, I love these golden potatoes because they're very easy to get from the store, put in the air fryer, you fry them up in the air fryer, you put them in a container, or you just eat them. They're basically pure carbohydrates. I drizzle a little bit of olive oil on them at this point. When I'm in prep and I'm dieting down, I like to save my fats for different things, but I drizzle a little olive oil on there just to give them a little flavor. So that's really the bulk of my meals throughout the day. My final meal of the day, just gonna have a nice protein shake and perhaps a little bit more rice, maybe some more Pop-Tarts. I'll show you guys all the meals here on the screen. It comes out to a really nice round number of right about 3,030 calories. Now, I've been using a new app to track my food, Nutrition IX or Nutritionix. I really like the food scanner. It's free. It's more of a food diary. It doesn't try to suggest that you add or subtract things. So my numbers ended up being 238 protein, 330 carb, and 84 fat. Perfect numbers for macro ratios for me. I've got plenty of carbohydrates to support my training, plenty of fats to support my hormones, plenty of protein to support my muscle breakdown and muscle rebuilding. And really, guys, what it comes down to dieting down and staying lean is understanding that the process of dieting down, you're gonna have to be fairly aggressive. In fact, you might even get in a situation where people will say, man, your calories are so low. So what? To get body fat to go away, you gotta be more aggressive than you have to be to keep it off. So there were times when I was dieting over the last few months where I actually went down to say 150 carbs a day, only 40 to 50 grams of fat a day. There were even days that I did 2 single 1-hour walking sessions on the same day, right? So that sounds like a lot. Well, for some people it is. For me, my goals are more important than putting these limitations on how many calories I need to eat, how much cardio I can do. So when I hit a sticking point, I simply make an adjustment to ensure that something is happening. Don't be in a fat loss phase and allow nothing to happen for a long amount of time. Trust the data. If you're not losing weight, you're not in a deficit, okay? Look at the data. How much are you moving? How much are you eating? Are you being diligent with weighing your foods? When the going gets tough in fat loss, yes, you have to be a little bit more specific. But I promise you, you can get the fat off and you can stay lean through bringing your food up gradually, okay? So immediately when I was done with my fat loss phase, what did I do? I went from 200 to 400 grams of carbs a day. I went from 50 to 70 grams of fat a day, but I kept my incline walking every single day at 30 minutes. I also have really picked up the intensity in the gym. I also have more energy, so I'm just doing more things throughout the day. I'll go swimming with my kids. I'll play some basketball outside. So my NEAT probably picked up a little bit. Why? Because I'm not suffering trying to get fat off. I'm trying to stay here. What else do I do to ensure that I'm able to get lean and stay lean? I weigh myself every day, okay? A lot of people, once they're done with fat loss and they have a bad day, they don't want to step on the scale. Get on the scale. If it bothers you, good. If it's upsetting to you to see the scale is up, that being upset with yourself is going to force you to go back to your previous habits. Get into the habit of tracking your food. And if you want to stay lean, I'm sorry, but you're going to have to continue those habits. For me, I don't have to weigh my food every day. I know what my meals look like. If I want to make an adjustment to my calories, that's when I'm going to go ahead and take the time to really start tracking and figuring things out. Or if I go up on the scale, I might plug all my food in from the day before and realize like, oh, I was only supposed to have 80 grams of fat. I actually had 120 grams of fat because I forgot about that one thing that I ate, right? Accountability, guys. It's that simple. It's not that hard to stay lean. It's much harder to get lean. It's not that hard to keep muscle. It's much harder to build muscle, okay, guys? So whatever you're going through, if you think it's not worth it, I promise you, once the body fat is off, you don't have to suffer the way you do to get it off, to keep it off. You just have to continue with your habits. Bring up the food slightly, bring down the activity slightly. Hey, your sleep will be better, your hormones will thank you, your energy levels will thank you, because hey, you've already lost the body fat. Now you get to enjoy it. You get to be shredded all summer. If you guys have any questions, comments below, let me know. Join our transformation challenge. We have a sale going on this weekend until the 4th of July, which is what, Tuesday coming up. And I'm going to talk to you guys tomorrow. So send your questions to my Instagram direct message. Hit subscribe if you're still watching. I love having you guys along for this journey, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.